Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're talking about the Transformers. Well, not all the Transformers, just the Autobots. Starting off with those guys, giving you guys a taste of nostalgia, hitting you up with the 80s up until now. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this deck profile. Alright, so how we're gonna do this, like always, we'll start off with the monsters first, and we'll take it from there. So first we're starting off with, bam, 2 hot rods. Psych! Nah, we got 3 hot rods here, man. Look at him. Straight from the movie, man. This guy, when he got the Matrix, this guy was nasty, man. He was ridiculous, but yeah, he took the role, the lineage, took over for Optimus for a while, and yeah, so we'll start off with this guy here. Alright, so he's a light machine type. They're all machine types, by the way, of course. Okay, so his effect. You can special summon this card from your hand, but its original attack and defense become half. If this card is detached as a material from an XYZ monster and sent to the graveyard to activate that monster's effect, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, pretty decent stats: 2900 attack, 2000 defense. All these guys pretty much have beefy attacks. They're big robots. So what could I say? All right, next up, 3 bumblebees. Everybody's favorite Camaro. Nah, he wasn't a Camaro first, man. I'll just play it. But anyway, so we got 3 bumblebees here, and let's look at his stats. Light machine, 10 star, 2500 attack and 2500 defense. Look at that effect. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1000. During your end phase, you can send this card back to your deck and special summon 1 Autobot monster from your deck. So really good. Come out, do what you got to do with Bumblebee, and then you can send him back and special summon another Autobot monster from your deck. Yeah, that's pretty good. Why not, right? Okay, then next we have 3 Ironhides. Yep, you gotta go with 3, man. But he's a 4-star, 1900 attack. Let's check out his effect here. Okay, so if this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 light machine type monster in your graveyard, except Autobot Ironhide. So you can't target another Ironhide. Special summon it in defense position. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. The level of that monster or this card become the same level as the other. So you could really hinder their plans with that type of move. I mean, of course, 9 out of 10, this is going to help you out, but it can hinder your opponent too. You know, make them be like, oh, that move sucked. Why, you son of a... Alright, now, after play testing with this card, I had a friend that really loved it. He said this deck is broke thanks to this card. So anyway, 3 Jazz. Yeah, this guy, he put me in the ground. But anyway, let's look at the effect here. Okay, so also 10-star light machine type. If all monsters you control are light machine type monsters, minimum 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned by this effect, you can draw 1 card for every other Autobot monster on your side of the field. So, with Jazz, getting these Autobots out is not hard. Not hard at all. So he was just making stupid plays, just bringing this dude out, drawing 4 cards. I was like, man, I got a rat of that. Anyway, we have 2 Perceptors. Another one of the 4-star guys, machine effect, 1400 attack. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 machine type monster, level 4 or lower, from your deck. So he's just a tutor of some sorts, a mystic tomato or a pyramid turtle or whatever you want to call those guys. That's all he is. Alright, next up we have 2 Ratchets. Look at him looking ratchet. So also part of the level 4 click. Once per turn, gain 500 life points for each card in your hand. During the end phase of the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can add one level 10 light machine type monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect Autobot Ratchet once per turn. So basically with all my healers, nurse guys, whatever, I give them healing effects. So that's what Ratchet does. He protects your life points. Alright, next up we have 2 RCs. 2-star. I think this is the only 2-star monster that I have. Not too sure. But anyway, if you notice, I got a lot of movie Transformers in here. I don't know, that movie was sick, man. If you guys agree with me, drop it in the comments below. Nothing beats the original 80s movie. Anyway, okay. Machine effect. During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard this turn. Each time your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, immediately draw 1 card. You can only use 1 Autobot RC per turn. So basically, Max C. So her with Jazz in his deck is really stupid. You have no excuses not to get to your cards. And last but not least for the monsters, we have a Blur. Part of the level 4 click. What up, my name is Blur. I know that was horrible. Anyway, you contribute 1 light machine type monster. Special summon this card from your hand defense position. If this card is special summoned from your hand, you can special summon 1 Autobot monster from your deck in defense position. Except Autobot Blur. You can only use each effect Autobot Blur once per turn. So if he's special summoned, not only is that good for you, he's allowing you to get another monster as well. So whatever effect kicks off, boom, special summon Blur. Hey, guess what? Blur's gonna kick in and get you another Autobot monster. So yeah, this deck is it's really good. Okay, now we're gonna go with the spells, guys. First we're gonna go with Terraforming. Yeah, that's freaking Unicron right there. Add 1 fill spell from your deck to your hand. I mean, it's Terraforming. I don't need to explain this any further. Alright, and then the card that we're searching for, 2 Planet Cybertrons. Look at that. Look at that. Sick. Okay. If a level 10 light machine type monster is normal summoned to your field, except during a damage step, you can activate this effect. Special summon 1 level 4 machine type monster from your deck, and if you do, becomes level 10. You can only use the effect of Planet Cybertron once per turn. So that's sick. You got Cybertron out there, right? So say you know, whatever, you normal summon Jazz or some other level 10 Autobot. Here, let me get an example here. Say somehow you normal summon him, effect will kick in, boom, you special summon him from the deck, and since his effect, you know, special summons, you know, so you could just go ahead and you know, bring out a Bumblebee or something, you know, do whatever needs to be done, go ahead, exceed, you know, do what you gotta do, make plays. Really stupid, really good. So Cybertron really opens the door for those guys. Next up we have 2. Look at this. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Optimus is so sick, man. Only he can make me just turn cards into cards, quotes. It's just... Anyway, let's go with Optimus here. And Freedom is the right of all sentient beings spell card. If you control no monsters in your main monster zones, special summon 1 Autobot monster from your deck. During the end phase, send the monster special summon by this effect to the graveyard. So, yeah, you're kind of stuck. You need to play. Ain't got no monsters. This could open a door for you. Alright, so next up we have 2 War for Energons. Quick play. Look at that pick, man. They're just going at it. Okay, so the effect of War for Energon. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon 1 level 4 lower light machine type monster from your deck in defense position, but their effects are negated. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 the Matrix of Leadership spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of War for Energon once per turn. So, come on guys, you can't tell me this card isn't good. It's a quick play as well. You know, if it's destroyed, you go ahead and grab a Matrix of Leadership. You know what I mean? If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, guess what? You can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Transformer Autobot from your deck. I mean, why the hell not? And speaking of Matrix of Leadership, bam, bam! 2 of them. Quick play. Look at that. Picture's so sick. Double the attack all machine monsters you currently control. Until the end of this turn, during the end phase of this turn, destroy those monsters. So basically it's a limiter removal, but Matrix of Leadership, because whoever getting this is doubling down. But I think limiter removal, it destroys a monster. I'm not too sure. Matrix of Leadership won't. Yeah, I believe. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. All right, next we have a 2 symbol of the Autobots, continuous spell. As long as this card remains face up on the field, during your standby phase, gain 500 life points, so another life gainer, for every Autobot monster you control. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card or another monster effect is activated, quick effect, pay 3,000 life points to negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. If you do not control any Autobot monsters on your side of the field, destroy this card. Very powerful card, very. All you got to do is just make sure you got Autobots out, and if you do, you're protecting them like nothing. And notice how it's not telling you you could do it once per turn, so they got a couple of plays, you stop 1 or 2, you're good. I mean, paying 3,000 is a lot, but in our game, you start off with 16,000, so, you know, you can afford it. But not only that, it's broke. You're gaining 500 every turn, so it's not like you're paying and you're not getting paid right back, you know what I mean? Plus, you got Ratchet, he's helping you heal as well, so, very good, very good. I want to see that in action. Haven't had a chance to pull it off yet, but I would like to see it. Our draw cards, we got 2 transforming draws. And with transforming draw, you control 1 or more Autobot monsters. 1 card for each Autobot monster you control. Then banish 1 light machine type monster from your hand, or if you do not have any in your hand, inflict 2,000 damage to your life points. So, you know, it's kind of, well, it's not bad. It's a pretty good draw card. If you control 1 or more Autobot monsters, draw 1 card for each Autobot monster you control. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all, man. That's really good. Alright. Next card's up. Transform and roll out. I want that dude rolling over you, boy. Anyway, with transform and roll out, add 1 level 10 machine type monster from your deck to your hand. If you have a machine type monster on your side of the field when this card is activated, you can draw 1 card instead. So you can't tell me with this deck you're not getting through it, you're not drawing. Like Optimus said, roll out, rolling through that deck, boy. And last but not least, for the spells, Soul Charge. Y'all didn't see that coming, right? You know, target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and if you do, you lose 1,000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 Soul Charge per turn. So that's just for people that didn't know what Soul Charge was, you know, for the non-Yugi goers. Anyway, that's enough with the spells. Now we're going to get into the traps. Not too many traps, but we do have 3 of this. Dinobots Emerge. You guys thought I forgot about them? Psh, please. Alright, with Dinobots Emerge, target 1 face-up effect monster your opponent controls. That face-up monster your opponent controls has its effects negated until the end of the turn. If this effect resolves, you can special summon 1 XYZ machine type monster from your extra deck. You can attach this card to the monster summoned by this effect has an XYZ material. So, pretty good. Pretty good. It's getting you a big rank monster out there, plus that gets attached on as a material. Just spells trouble for your opponent. That's it. That's what this game's about, right? Pissing your opponent off. Last but not least, 1 trap. 1 shall stand, 1 shall fall. Both you and your opponent must reveal their hand. Special summon 1 monster that can be special summoned from both players' hands. Both monsters must battle each other during the battle phase. The winner of the battle phase gains life points of the destroyed monster. The loser of the battle phase has to banish the monster that lost. If 1 or both players can't special summon any monster, both players draw 1 card instead. So it's kind of like last battle, but way better to me. Way better. I mean, come on, man. I mean, the stuff you can do with that. Alright, so that's it with the deck, guys. We're going to go into the extra deck now, and we're going to start it off with... who else? Bam! Optimus Prime. Look at that. I swear, this is the sickest looking card in the deck. Anyway, so we got 2 of him. Let's see what he does. 3 level 10 Autobot monsters, letting you know he's not playing. 3,700 attack. Okay, you can also XYZ summon this card by using 1 rank 10 XYZ monster you control as a material. So it's easy to bring him out. Transfer its materials to this monster you control as a card. Okay, once per turn, you can detach one material from this card. Your opponent cannot respond to this effect or activate effects for the rest of the turn. So you get him out, leader of the Autobots. He's just shutting them down for a turn. Shutting them down. That's really good. Okay, next up we have
To me, Grimlock. I eat you and your grandma.
2 of them. Look at them, 3,500 attack. Not on Optimus's level, but almost. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. You can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and target 1 rank 10 machine type monster in your extra deck. Special summon the target and attach 1 card from your hand and 1 from the graveyard onto the special summon monster. This is broke. This, I don't even know what to say about that. It's really, really, really good. Okay, so next up we have a few one-ofs. We have 1 Slag, 1 Snarl, 1 Sludge. Alright, so let's start off with Slag here. 2 level 10 monsters to make. You can detach 2 materials from this card to activate any of the following effects. Either select 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it, or discard 1 card, destroy all spell or traps your opponent controls. So, wow, Slag is really good. Wow, okay, that's, yeah, I didn't think he was that good. Okay, Snarl. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that opponent's monster's attack to 0. So when these Dinobots come out, they're not playing, man. They're jacking your opponent's field up. That is also a really good effect. And with Sludge, also 2 level 10s to make. While this card is XYZ material, each time your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, inflict 600 damage to your opponent's life points. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. All cards with a Dinobot in their name cannot be destroyed by spell or trap card effects for the turn. Wow. That's really good. Yeah, these Dinobot cards don't play, man. Okay, so we got 2 more Dinobots. We got Slash and Swoop. Alright, so with Slash, they're the 2 rank 4 guys. Okay, with Slash, 2 level 4 monsters to make, of course. Once per turn, quick effect. You can detach 1 material from this card. Your opponent can only special summon monsters twice per turn for the rest of the turn. So, you know, you're playing a heavy combo deck, whatever the case, he slows it down. Slows it down really well. And with Swoop, also rank 4, 2 level 4 monsters to make. You can detach 1 material from this card. Target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack until your opponent's next turn. So, also something to help, you know, hinder your opponent, slow them down a little bit in case they're getting in your butt. Bring out Swoop. They're gonna be like, what does this bird do? Just buy me a turn or 2. That's all. Alright, so next up we're gonna go into the links, and I know I don't make too many links, guys, but I'm trying to start getting into it. I mean, it is part of the game now, so I might as well love it. 1 Superion. Look at that. Link 3. Okay, so it takes 3 Autobot monsters to make with different names. This monster was league summoned using a level 7 or higher monster. This card cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, you can negate 1 spell or trap card effect. Really good. Really, really good. Now, it's funny because it's like you link 3 to bring out this guy, and he's only 3,300 attack, and a lot of these other guys are stronger than that, but yeah, I was just like, man, he's really broke. Let me break him down a little bit. So I should have pumped up his attack. But just like Ultra Magnus, also Link 3, and I should have bumped his attack up too. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and change it, but this card gains 500 attack for every light machine type monster on the field. When this card is link summoned, you can target 1 monster in each player's field that will special summon from the extra deck, except this card, banish both monsters until the end phase. Ha! That's why I made him weak. He's getting a 500 boost. Okay, never mind. I was smart. I thought I was tripping when I did that. Okay. See, guys, I don't remember a lot of these cards I do. I do like a gajillion of them. I remember all some that I like, but some that I don't know. But, man, I did this dude justice. His effect is stupid. Each player's field that will special summon from the extra deck, except this card, banish both monsters until the... Wow! Okay, yeah, never mind. I hate myself for making that card. Okay, so we got 1 Prowl. and 1 cliff jumper. Okay, so let's go with Prowl first. 2400 attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up card in the field. Place 1 patrol counter on it. All cards with patrol counters on them lose 700 attack and defense. So it's alright. Not bad. With cliff jumper. Rank 1. I said rank 1. Sorry, link 1. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, add 1 spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only special summon Autobot Cliff Jumper once per turn. So he's a lot better than what he looks like. You know, you open up, you know, 1 transformer or whatever, you bring it out, and then you go ahead and link into this guy and grab any spell you want. I mean, man, maybe I should have put 2 Cliff Jumpers in there. I don't know. But yeah, he opens up doors, man. He shuts windows and opens up the doors. Alright, last for the extra deck, 2 fusions. Rodimus Prime. Look at this dude. Rodimus. You know what? Earlier when I was talking about Hot Rod, the first card, for some reason I was thinking he was Rodimus Prime instead of just Hot Rod. I don't know, I had a brain fart there, but yeah, here's the true one, the true version. Look at the stars and the stats. Okay, I know you guys are looking at his attack like 1500. Why? Here, let me show you why. Banish from your graveyard the Matrix of Leadership spell card. Add 1 Autobot Hot Rod to fusion summon this card. Quick effect. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Autobot monster from your hand. This card gains the banished monster's attack for the turn. You can only activate the effect once per turn. So, you guys got confused by that effect. Basically, you can just banish the Matrix Leadership from your graveyard. You know, and sorry, I'm getting brain fart. Autobot Hot Rod to fusion summon this card. So basically, you could do it from the grave, and once per turn, you can banish 1 Autobot monster from your hand. So meaning you got Jazz, whoever in your hand, banish that guy, and then he's gaining the attack for the turn plus the 15. So, you know, Matrix of Leadership, you know, he's getting his comrade's attack added on to him. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, guys, so that's it with the deck profile here. You know, as usual, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that noti bell. Oh, by the way, I'm going to start trying to do duel videos. Reason why I haven't done any is because I don't, you know, we moved to Colorado. I was about to say California. And I don't really know anybody here, but I have a friend that stays in Denver. We used to play, I want to say maybe about 20 years ago, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! So I told him, hey, if I come through and we could do a couple duel videos for my channel, would you love to do that? You know, show him these decks and actions. He said he was down. So anyway, look out for that, guys. Just wanted to give you the heads up. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.